It's our first afternoon down here in Mexico. It's a lot drier than it was last year, but they did have about an inch rain 3 weeks ago. Clay said they not just coming into the corn great, but they coming in some. He said you just gotta capitalize when they come in. We gonna see what happens. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. That was awesome. He comes strolling up in here. He's a stud. He is a stud. I sent pictures to Clay to make sure. I said, you sure this is the one you're talking about? Yep, kill him. Yes, sir. You ain't got to tell me twice. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
Good shot.
I wish I'd have been about that much farther forward, but he had that shoulder back, and about the time I let go, he moved his leg forward. But I got both lungs, I think. Hey, that torch, God, it was blood pumping out of him. There's the air. Clay's got, I saw the air about the time Clay walked up there on the dog. There he is. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I had to make up for 5 days of last year.
Hey, you made up for it in the first afternoon for sure. That's by far my biggest Mexico buck. That is awesome. I know we have at least 3 or 4 years of video of this deer out of this spot. Larry and Cody always hunt this spot, and they seen him a couple of times. And whenever Clay was talking about him this afternoon, Cody said, that's him. That's him. He's old enough now. Got it. Little kicker off back here this year. Man, first afternoon in Mexico. Clay said it may be a little bit tough, but he said the ones that's coming, they good deer. He said they not just overly regular, but he said give them 3 or 4 days. He said they gonna come in. Come on in here, Clay. Right? Hey, you can bring him on in here.
Well, I ain't got no choice. Good job, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, Clay. I appreciate it. Man.
We've I don't know how long we've been after these Mexico deer, but
I mean, it's been, we was trying to figure it out today. It's been, I know, 14 to 15 years.
It's been long enough. I'm going to have to get down on one knee because
that's the way I am.
To squat
I know, I can't squat no more. Well, let's go get Cody and Larry.
Yeah.
Get him out. Go pick them up. That way they got to sit in the dark too long. Thank you, sir. Hey, what's on the menu tonight?
Fajitas.
Fajitas. That's what I'm talking about. Cody and Chris, they've been hunting the last 2 afternoons. We got here 4 days ago, started hanging stands. Well, Clint and I just hadn't found any sign until yesterday afternoon. And we set up a stand, but we got to have an east or a northeast wind to hunt it. And today about 1 o'clock to 1:30, the wind is getting out of the east, northeast. And we're going to get in the stand. I mean, a lot of deer on the camera there, probably 3 or 4 different shooters coming through this area. It's kind of around the edge of this big hill, and they've been traveling through there going out to a soybean field. I think we're gonna kill this afternoon, but I don't know. But they still hunting, and we're gonna see what they gonna do. They said they gonna get down when the wind switches and go to a different stand. But Clint and I, we're gonna go have our first afternoon here in Kansas. Hopefully it's gonna be a good one. Can you pull my bow up over on that side? Pile of buck robber and some game changer down there. Got several pictures of deer coming to it. A couple of good bucks. There's a big 10-point, and then there's one that's got a dagger point coming through, and just a bunch of other bucks. But the wind finally turned. It's out of the east, switching to northeast, which is perfect for here. It's northeast, but east will work. I was able to get in here. It was supposed to be northeast by the time it gets dark. But got a cold front coming in tonight. The high tomorrow is like 29. Instead of getting colder all day. Supposed to have some possible snow flurries tonight. Rain and snow mix. Clint and I are going to leave all of our stuff in the tree and come back in here in the morning, sleep in here before daylight. Or right at daylight. Me and you can do it again. Hey, he's down right out there. The cure. I cured his troubles. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. I was just sitting there thinking about how cold it's going to be sitting here in the morning. with it 29 degrees with a 21-mile-an-hour wind coming straight out of the north right there. And I looked up, I heard that deer walking, and I looked up and I saw it. I said, Clint, right there. And then Clint said, big buck. He said, that's him. That's that old dagger buck. So I checked the camera when we got in the stand. And he come through here at 1:45 this morning. And he had broke his G2 off on his right side. But I don't care. He's beautiful buck. Big old buck. Right in here somewhere. I think. Laying right there. Got him. Hey, I was looking at this big pile of blood right there. Look, laying right there. I thought he was farther out.
Can't see him.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you. This grass is so high. Look at the body on this deer, Clint. He's a man. Good gracious, Clint. Look at that. Clint. Look at the mass on this deer. Look at that extra point. That's what we was looking at. Old dagger buck's what we was calling him. He's got 1, 2, 3. He's got 4 separate pedicles, because there's one right there, one here, and then this. Then he's got all this. He broke this tine off last night. We had pictures of him yesterday morning, and he had this tine. I mean, that is a big old Kansas buck. Old. Look at that, Clint. Does it get any better?
That's awesome. Ain't seen a deer.
Ain't seen a deer, and the one we've come in here to get showed up. Hey, the Tigers beat Alabama yesterday, and I killed a dagger buck today. We've had a good weekend. Man, I don't know what Chris and Cody's seeing this evening. I know Cody had saw some bucks earlier, but when they got in the stand, one of their target bucks that they had pictures of walked under them before they even got the camera in the tree. So this old boy waited to perfect time. Yeah. Oh, I'm telling you, yesterday we had pictures of him yesterday morning, and he had it. He come through at 1 o'clock this morning on the camera, 1:45, and it was broke off. Hey, I don't know what broke it off, but it's a bad dude, because this dude's tough right here. He's big body, old, massive. I'm just glad he didn't break that off. That's the coolest thing about him. Other than an old mature buck. Well, Clint, might as well get to dragging him right to the edge there. Try to. It's gonna take both of us, big as he is. Whew. Man, that's fine. Camo Outfitters, Hunter Reed, give him a call. This ain't the biggest buck he's got, but this is a dang good one. Well, here we are, back again. We ran out, got us a bite to eat. Been gone about 45 minutes. We back in here. It is 12. So it's about an hour and 15 minutes. Not 45. Let's see what happens. Saw some good deer this morning. Just not quite what we were looking for. But we did see a big deer yesterday afternoon down there.
stay out in the corn. Give me enough time to get a good look at him. Get a shot fired at him. I wish he would come out like right here. And come down all the way down that wheat to us. Or either come out right here about 50 yards in the corn. That'd be nice. But if it's supposed to happen, it will happen. See what happens. It's clouded up. It's cool. It's cooler than it was yesterday afternoon. So hopefully they'll come on out a little earlier. We ain't seen him. The heck is he doing? Nah, boy. Him deer playing around. Just some stud up and comers. Jason there is a definite shooter. I don't know what he is yet. You gotta come up behind them limbs. He's tall. I think that's him, Jason. That's the one we saw yesterday. He's a long ways. I'm gonna put my gun up here and look at it. I want to see all them other deer coming this way. We'll see if I can see if he'll come on this way. So I'm gonna see what it looks like. See how far he is. It's 330 yards. I'm gonna hold the dot on it for a minute. Jason, if they start getting spooky, I can kill him right there. I know the gun and the scope can do it. If I can just die, I feel like I can. This final rest is solid. It's just like I'm in a vice. Jason, them other deer's getting kind of spooky. They're kind of going back the other way. Them little bucks keep fighting and chasing around. Is video good? Everything good with you?
Yeah.
You sure?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I ain't questioning you. I'm just, sorry. You good right there?
I'm good.
I think I'm gonna shoot. Oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you. Oh, God. Jason Heathcote, I just shot a giant buck at 330 yards with a CVA Paramount muzzleloader.
Gosh, dude. You freaking crushed him.
I'm gonna go on and reload just because he's just laying there. And watch him for me because I can't. I gotta find my stuff. I'm talking about it. Oh, I knew I could do it. I knew the gun would do it. I can't talk right now, could he? No, that's my wife calling me. Can't talk right now, baby. Got a lot of stuff going on. What's he doing? 330 yards. Dropped him in his tracks.
330 yards with a muzzleloader.
Yep. I mean, I wanted him closer, but I knew the muzzleloader would do it. I knew the scope would do it, and I felt like I could do it.
Yeah, you just shot it at 387 the other day, and it was on.
I know. So, I mean, trust him is all I'm gonna say. It's unreal, but
dude, congrats. He's big.
He looks big. He looks big, but I know here in a little bit we finna walk down here. Jason. He big. Good gracious. Look at that. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's unreal. I mean, he is an absolute giant. The good Lord blessed us today. I mean, that is unreal. Cody asked me on the phone after I called him and told him I shot. He said, how big is he? I said, man, he's 330 yards. I'm not sure how big he is. I just know he's big. But we saw this dude yesterday afternoon for about 30 seconds. And we saw this side is what I saw. And I knew his 2 and his 3 was the same length. I did not see these, but I knew his beams looked good. But good Lord, he is big. I see where my bullet come out right there. I don't know where it went in though. It come out perfect in that shoulder. Jason, me and you have been on a lot of deer hunts together and have yet to strike blood. I mean, we've been on a lot. But when we broke the ice, we put a heat wave on the ice tray. It's gone. Ain't no ice left. Good gracious. I mean, this deer is real big. Real big. Paul Fountain. You know, I've been friends with Paul Fountain for, I'd say, going on 20 years now. And I always kill some real nice deer up here. And he always says, he said, Keith, you need to hold out just a little longer, you'll get you a good one. Well, Paulie, I held out this time for you, buddy. I got me a good one. Joey. Man. Whew, I'm shaking. He did a little different than what we thought he was going to do. We figured we was going to shoot him over here, but he come around over here feeding on those sawtooths. Man. It was so pretty. He come all the way around just up in there just feeding on those acorns. Oh.
Hey, that's your first testing ground.
I know. The first buck at the testing grounds. Hey, you and I are either feast or famine. It's either first afternoon sit, or first sit, or nothing. Hey, our first set streak is on fire this year. Oh, thank you, Lord, thank you. Man, I hit him up. I thought I hit him a little bit high and a touch back, but I should be perfect in the lungs. I mean, it should be fine. I run that torch through there. It's like running a hatchet through anyway. There's some right there, Joe. Bunch right there. He stopped right there. Stopped for good right there. Look, Joey. He's laying right there. Man, he didn't go that far. Good gracious at the body. God. Look at that. Look at all that stuff, Joey. I'm gonna put my light down so I don't mess you up. That is cool. Big old long tines. Big mature buck. My first testing grounds buck right here. That's a good way to start it out for sure. He done broke that point off over there. No good taxidermist, he put that back on there. Many pictures as we got of this dude when he showed up. That is a cool deer. You know, Joey, I know Cody said we didn't have any pictures of this deer, but this could be that same deer that we had that had that funky side last year, but it was on the other side. Larry McCoy said he had a deer he knew. Had him about 4 years. He had a spike on one side and a good rack on the other, but he had a notch in his ear where he'd been fighting. He said every year that deer would swap sides. His messed up side would be on this side one year, the next year it'd be on this side. I'm wondering if this ain't the same thing, because that looks exactly like that deer last year, except for a lot bigger. But if it ain't, it don't matter. He's the best one I've seen today. Man, that is so cool.